Okay guys, let's roll. We got to talk about Henry Nowak again, the young man who was brutally murdered by a Sikh carrying a ceremonial dagger. That law needs changing, and it needs changing ASAP. It's wrong. When people who come into this country, foreign people with foreign cultures, alien to ours, are permitted to carry a weapon, supposedly to defend themselves, which they use to kill a white person. Yeah. Especially galling, really, when our young women are not even permitted to carry pepper spray to defend themselves against sexual assault by people who should never be in this country. When a person dies, there's an inquest. They normally hold the inquest as quickly as possible for the benefit of the bereaved, so they can move on with their lives. So what's so different about the inquest to probe the actions of the police in young Henry's passing? Well, they want us to forget, don't they? They want you to forget. They want me to forget. We're not going to forget. We're not going to forget this. They've put an inquest jury will consider whether any act or omission by police officers or delay in treatment caused or contributed to the death of Henry Nowak. Yes, it did. Goes on to talk about the attack, and he said a full inquest with the jury would be held on 20th of September 2027. Why so long? You know why so long. They want us to forget about it. They really just hope that we will forget about it. We won't. This inquest should be held sooner. They try to, well, not justify. They make excuses there, and I'm not sure I believe this, guys, from some of the stories or the articles that I've read about this. During the sentencing hearing, Judge William Mosley Casey said the pathologist had said that no emergency medical treatment would have permitted access to the bleeding vein. Yeah, but then again, I think Henry was there for about an hour, wasn't he? Something like that. Since the time he was first stabbed, I think there may well have been a chance. An inquest would determine that. We need to know, could he have been saved? Yeah, the judge says in simple terms he would not have survived. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think there was always a chance that he could have survived. Yeah. The coroner said the state had a duty to carry out a public investigation in which Henry's family can fully participate, which they had not been able to do so in the trial. Family didn't attend the hearing. This is shameful and disgusting that this inquest has been put off until 2027. That this inquest should actually begin today. Today, this very day, this inquest should begin. But it's not just now an inquest into the death of Henry that needs looking at. It's got to be the behaviour of the police, hasn't it? Particularly, I'm going to take us over to the site of Paul Joseph Watson to show you something which happened as a result of the death of Henry. Stand by, pause, Paul. We're over on the site of the excellent Paul Joseph Watson, yeah, at a protest about Henry's death. The person he's highlighting on the wall is a former veteran, yeah. He's got 13 metal pins in his foot. He's unable to run properly, walk properly, or jump about, and he's just sitting on the wall. Have a look at this video. As Paul Joseph Watson says, this is effing terrifying. Stand by.
Oh, look, the feds. These bastards, look at them.
This guy's just sat on a wall filming. He's not being violent, and yet they immediately start using their riot shields as weapons against him. Their own training explicitly classifies riot shields are to be used for self-defence.
Come on!
And only used to de-escalate and deter aggression. And yet... Is the guy resisting? Yeah, but not violently. The cops are explicitly trained to use reasonable force, primarily by incapacitating someone by holding their arms and legs. Was this reasonable force?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, that to me looks like attempted murder. That looks like attempted murder. I disagree with Paul at the start of that video. He wasn't resisting arrest, he was just sat there and he was protesting when they started to harass him. They could have just marked on by. But what happened after that is disgusting. Every single one of those men that you see behind me needs to be in prison now, awaiting trial for attempted murder. If Restore Britain doesn't win our battle to take our country back, these men will continue to act and behave this way with impunity. What was it, 1984? About a jackboot stamping down on a human face forever? Those are the men who would do that. Those are the men who would load you onto a cattle train, into cattle trucks. Yeah. The Friends are not our police. These men need to be brought to justice, charged with murder, attempted murder. Anyhow, that's all I've got for you. Go over, watch the video on Paul Joseph Watson, watch it in full. You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow. Vote Restore Britain if you don't want that to be your future.